What's poppin' everybody, Jay here. Pokemon Soul Silver with only gift Pokemon was an interesting challenge, but today I wanted to try out a different game. I've probably played through the mainline Pokemon games at least 30 times each, so today I'm going to see if I can beat the Pokemon Emerald ROM hack, Pokemon Theta Emerald, with only Pokemon that you can get on the first route of the game. This game's a bit different from the base Pokemon Emerald game, as it includes updated sprites, updated movesets, and abilities, and Pokemon from up to the 6th generation games, making this a really interesting updated game. Pokemon found on Route 1 are usually not great and are used as death fodder until you can catch better Pokemon later in the game, but I want to see if I could beat this game with Pokemon just from this route. I'm writing the script as I play through the game so I don't spoil anything ahead of time. A few ground rules. First, no items in battle, that would make this game too easy and I want to try to make it a bit more difficult. I can use held items since I think I get Mega Evolution Stones in this game as well, so that's kinda cool. I can only use Pokemon from the first route of the game. This includes HM Pokemon. There are enough available Pokemon I can get in that route that this shouldn't be too difficult. Comment down below what you think is going to give me the most trouble, if I run into any at all. I think I'll have some trouble with the Elite Four as every trainer's team has been updated to have a bit more coverage for movesets and have been boosted in levels. Let's get started. I start off the game choosing the only good starter from Gen 3, Mudkip. Mudkip is amazing since Water and Ground only has one weakness in the Grass type. There are way fewer Grass types in the game than you'd think there are. With this first battle, you can see the updated sprites of the Pokemon and backgrounds, as well as the new movesets of everything. Mudkip normally doesn't learn Water Gun until level 7, but in this game it starts out with it, so that's really helpful. Our first battle with May goes so quickly I forgot to record it, but Trico got taken down in one critical tackle. I get my Pokeballs from Professor Birch and begin on my quest to get everything I can find. Go to Route 101 and catch 1 Zigzagoon, 1 Wurmple, 1 Hoppip, Starly, Weedle, Caterpie, Pidgey, Poochyena, a 2% encounter Fennekin, another low encounter Zorua, and Lillipup. Yeah, I went overboard so I don't have to come back. My Wurmple evolved into Beautifly, so I'm not sure if I'll use him as opposed to Butterfree, the other bug flying type I have, since Butterfree can learn coverage moves like Electro Web and Poison Powder. The story is pretty much the same, save for a few team changes for battles, so we can skip right to Roxanne, the first gym leader. She has a full team of 6 Rock-type Pokemon, so I choose to bring my Hoppip and my now Marshtomp to secure the win. I lead off with Hoppip as she leads with an Onix. 1 Rock Tomb takes me down to half, and Sturdy keeps her alive for 1 Mega Drain. She heals with a potion, and 1 more Mega Drain takes her down. Her Anorith takes me out with a Head Smash. Marshtomp comes out, and 1 Water Pulse takes her out. Lileep is out next, and a Water Pulse takes her down a quarter, and another takes her down to orange. 1 more takes it out. I go for Butterfree, and go for Electro Web on Tortuga, but we almost get taken out with a rollout. Another Electro Web is just enough. Marshtomp comes back out for Archen, and 1 Rock Throw takes it down to the red. Roxanne goes for another potion, but 1 last Rock Throw takes it out. Nosepass comes out and attempts to block me from escaping, but I go for a Water Pulse to take it down to red. It goes for rest, healing all of its health, but 2 more Water Pulses take it out, winning us the badge. This badge gets Hoppip to evolve into Skiploom. I once again forget to record the fight with Brawly, but Staravia really cleaned up shop and pretty much beat the entire gym with a few wing attacks. I need to get my head out of my ass and start recording this game. One thing that's kind of interesting is that fishing for Pokemon shows that they're already level 30 at the 2nd gym, which is kind of intense, so I'm going to keep grinding this team to make sure I can get past that. The next battle we go to is the battle with May on Route 111. She starts with a Swellow and I go for Herdier. I go for a workup to raise our physical and special attack, and 1 crunch takes her to the red, and another takes it out. I go into Marshtomp to counter her Ponyta, and 1 Water Pulse takes it to half. 1 Stomp takes me to half, but another Water Pulse takes it out. I switch into Skiploom for Wailmer, and 3 Mega Drains are just enough to take it out. I stay in for Grovyle, and Acrobatics is enough to take it out in 1 hit, finishing the battle. I try Watson immediately and get swept by Rotom. I'm not sure why Gym Leader has a mythical Pokemon, but it's not great. After losing, I go out and try to grind a few levels on everyone before trying again. I start with Marshtomp and he sends out a Minun. A critical Mud Shot gets it to over half and another takes it out. Plusle is out next and 2 more Mud Shots take it down. Out comes Rotom and he takes me out in 1 Ominous Wind. He goes for a substitute and I try to take it out with a few crunches, but the shockwave is just too much for Herdier. I try to go out for Breaksin to get some more damage in, but it goes for another substitute. Flame Charge takes out the substitute and my speed increases, but since he keeps going for double team, my accuracy keeps lowering. I hit one more Flame Charge to take it to a Sliver, but he uses a Hyper Potion to take it back to the green. We exchange some Shockwaves and Incinerates before he takes me out once again. I switch into Staravia to go for a quick attack, forgetting about the Ghost Normal type immunity, but luckily I outspeed and Aerial Ace takes it out. Flaffy comes out and I go for double team, but one Shockwave takes us to 13 health. I get Flaffy down to almost half, but get taken out. Butterfree comes out and takes it out in one Silver win. Magneton comes out, tanking a Psybeam. I go for another Psybeam to get Magneton down to the orange as he goes for a Super Potion. I keep throwing out a few more until it gets taken out. His last Pokemon is a Manectric that tanks a Psybeam and takes us out, leaving us with one last Pokemon. I go for the Cheese Strat with Skiploom and go for Poison Powder, and a few Giga Drains take him out. This was a bit drawn out. I go to Mount Chimney to take on the Team Magma admin, but he's just too strong at this point. His Houndoom completely sweeps our team, including our Water Ground Swampert. I need to get a few more levels to stand a chance. The next time I take him on though, after getting everyone to level 36, we try him again and I completely sweep him with Swampert, taking out Golbat, Houndoom, Pupitar, Lampent, and Camerupt in one Aqua Tail each. Taking on Flannery gives us the same result, only this time taking 2 or 3 Aqua Tails to take out her entire team. Swampert usually cleans up shop at this part of the base game, but I didn't think he would be this powerful in the ROM hack, so I'm glad I kept him around. Immediately after Flannery, we go to take on our father Norman, the normal type gym leader. Bouffalant comes out to go against Jumpluff and takes up Poison Powder. Megahorn takes us to half, and we go for an Acrobatics that does half. One more Acrobatics just isn't enough to take it out, but he gets taken down due to poison, taking us out in the process. Staraptor goes out to Exploud, who gets taken down in one close combat. Norman's own Staraptor is out next, so I go to Butterfree to throw down an Electroweb. Aerial Ace takes us out in one hit. I send out Swampert to use a Rock Slide to take it down to orange. Norman uses a Hyper Potion and another Rock Slide takes it back to orange. Takedown gives it some recoil and another Rock Slide takes it out. Sawsbuck is out next, so I go out to Delphox, and an Overheat takes it out in one hit. Blissey is out next, so I stay out, and Overheat does next to nothing. Secret Power takes it down to half, and Ice Beam barely hurts us. One more Secret Power takes it out. Slacking is his last Pokemon, so I go to Staraptor to take it to orange with my last close combat, when we get taken down by a Body Slam. Stoutland goes for a workup during his loafing turn, and gets taken to half with a Body Slam, but Rock Smash isn't enough to take it out. Norman goes for another Hyper Potion, and we manage to get 2 more Rock Smashes in to finish it off and get us the badge. After going through another hour of the game, I ran into some kind of glitch in the ROM and had to restart, but I hadn't saved since before Norman, so I had to do the fight again, but it went pretty much the same way. Being sure to save after Norman, we go to the Weather Institute to fight Team Aqua and get through the admin without much trouble. But following this fight is another fight with May. She leads with a Swellow, and I unfortunately lead with Butterfree, so we tank a hard hit from Air Slash. 2 Electrowebs take it out. I switch into Swampert for Raichu and took it out in a single Earthquake. I stay in for Rapidash and go for a boosted Aqua Tail due to the rain and take it out. Wailord is out next, so I go to Jumpluff and miss a Poison Powder. It keeps going for Amnesia, so it'll be a tough defensive wall to get around. Luckily, Giga Drain does a good amount, but I get into a bit of a stall fest with poison damage and Giga Drain and Amnesias. Once he finally does attack, it doesn't do much damage. Poison damage finally takes it out. Sceptile is her last Pokemon, and I realize Poison Powders don't affect Grass types. I get taken out by an X-Scissor. I go up to Delphox and tank a super effective Crunch and send out a powerful Heat Wave that takes it to orange. I send out Butterfree, and one last Bug Buzz finishes the battle. Up next is a fight with Winota, the flying type gym leader. Skarmory starts and I realize she's already 4 levels above my strongest Pokemon. I go for Aqua Tail and chip away little by little, but she keeps going for Metal Sound to lower my special defense. She heals with a Hyper Potion and I continue to chip away with Aqua Tails, eventually taking it out. I switch to Butterfree to take on Honchkrow and take it to orange with an Electroweb, but I get taken out in one Drill Peck. I switch out to Stoutland and go for a workup to build up attack power, but a critical Foul Play takes us out. I go out to Delphox and Overheat takes it out. Sigilyph is out next and I go for another Overheat to do almost half. One Ancient Power barely does half, but the second one almost takes us out. I get it to the red before being taken out. I go out to Staraptor for a quick attack to take it down. Gyarados is out next and Aerial Ace barely makes a dent, but I get taken down with 2 Hydro Pumps. I switch out to Jumpluff and get a critical Giga Drain, and another one finishes it off. Talonflame is out next, so I go for Swampert to get a single Aqua Tail to take him out. Altaria is her last Pokemon, and a Dragon Pulse barely does damage. Winona goes for Perish Song, so at this point all I need to do is stall it out. I switch out to Jumpluff to go for a Fairy Wind and stall it out to the end of its song, winning the battle and getting the badge. I head on over to Lily Cove City and figure I may as well get my final battle with May over with. She starts with Swellow, now at level 53, as I go for Staraptor. I get taken down to half with a Brave Bird, and Steel Wing takes it to orange. One more Brave Bird takes me down to 2 HP, and another Steel Wing takes it out. I switch into Swampert to take out Raichu once again in a single Earthquake. Sylveon is out next, so I stay in and go for one Earthquake, taking it to half. A critical Hyper Voice takes me to orange, and one more Earthquake takes it to a quarter. I get taken out in the next Hyper Voice. I switch to Jumpluff and take it out with Acrobatics. I switch to Stoutland for Rapidash and go for a workup, but one strength isn't enough to take it out, and I go down. I swap to Butterfree and get taken out in one bounce. Staraptor comes back out and goes for a priority quick attack to take it out. Jumpluff comes back out for the Whale Lord, and I try my Poison Powder strategy again, knowing he'll keep going for Amnesia. I keep going for Giga Drains, and the Whale Lord goes for Bounce, taking me to orange and paralyzing me. Another bounce is inbound, and I get taken out with Whale Lord so close to going down. I go to Delphox, and Secret Power takes it out. Mega Sceptile comes out, and Overheat just isn't enough to take it out. I almost get taken down to X-Scissor, and quickly get it down to the red, but I get taken out. One last quick attack is enough to win us the battle. After this, I went back home to my mom to get the Mega Armlet so I can finally Mega Evolve Swampert in battle. I realized at this point, I don't think I've ever played past this part of Emerald in my initial playthrough. So I had no idea where to go, and walked around for like an hour, only then realizing I need to go to the Team Magma base before the Team Aqua base. Magma leader Maxie was a sweet with Swampert, and going through the Aqua hideout, Jumpluff cleaned up shop for the Aqua admin. Our next big roadblock is Tate and Liza, a double battle. A lot of moves I have don't really work for double battles, so I just try my best anyways. Solrock and Lunatone come out first, which are 6 levels higher than Stoutland and Butterfree. One Bug Buzz takes out Solrock, but Lunatone is another story. Bronzong comes out next, but I focus power on Lunatone and take it out. Bronzong takes out Butterfree, so I swap to Swampert. Slowking is out next, so I go for a Rock Slide to get some chip damage. I crunch Bronzong, and it's barely not enough to take it down. A Hyper Potion heals up Bronzong as another crunch takes out Slowking. Aqua Tail takes Bronzong to half. Gardevoir is out next. Crunch takes out Bronzong, and Sludge Wave takes Gardevoir to about half. Gallade is the last one out, and I run into another weird glitch. Like, Swampert is taken out in one hit, but it's still on the field, and I can't send out another Pokemon, nor can I use his moves to swap out. This somehow turns into a 1-on-2 battle against Gallade and Gardevoir with just Stoutland, who eventually gets taken out. I send out Jumpluff and Staraptor is out, but it also gets covered with Bronzong Sprite, and I still can't control it. I get put to sleep and Dream Eater comes out, but I keep trying to chip away, eventually taking it down with Acrobatics. I need to be careful with this game and all these weird glitches. This next double battle with Steven against Magma Grunts took me some 10 odd times, purely because even though the Magma Grunts have increased their level, for whatever reason, Steven's Pokemon are kept at level 40, making it a 20 level difference between him and the Grunts. This was pretty much a 2-on-1 battle that I wasn't prepared for. I grind a bit, and after my 10th attempt, I finally get a good run. I choose Swampert, Stoutland, and Staraptor to battle, and start with Swampert against Chandelure and Camerupt. I go for an Earthquake and almost take out Chandelure and Camerupt in one hit. I go for a Sludge Wave to finish them both off, knowing it wouldn't affect Skarmory. Out next is Crobat and Mightyena, so I go for a Sludge Wave again to take some chip damage. I go for Rock Slide to do a bit more damage, but it's not much. I go for Aqua Tail to take out Mightyena, bringing out Darmanitan in the process. I go for another Rock Slide and take out Darmanitan in one hit, but the Crobat is still out. One more Rock Slide takes it out. Out next is Mega Camerupt, and one quad-effective Aqua Tail is enough to take that out. After an uneventful fight with Archie, Team Magma and Team Aqua both awaken Kyogre and Groudon, the god of sea and the god of land, in order to expand more into their territories. They fight in Sotopolis, and Champion Wallace tells me the only thing that can stop them is Rayquaza, the god of the sky. I go to Sky Pillar to awaken him and let him stop the fight between the other two legendary Pokemon. This opens up the 8th and final gym in Huan, and his ice puzzle has always been difficult. But somehow I managed to get it done the first try, and probably for the first time ever. Huan specializes in water-type Pokemon, so he starts with Gorbis, as I go for Jump Bluff. Of course, I get into another healing stall, getting him into the red with Giga Drain as he keeps going for Hyper Potions. I eventually take him down. Samurott is out next, and he gets taken out with 2 Giga Drains. Out next is Clawitzer, but he gets taken down again with 2 Giga Drains. Glad I have the grass type for this part of the game. Empoleon is out next, and because of the part steel type, Giga Drain doesn't do a lot, as I get taken down in 1 Ice Beam. I go up to Butterfree, and Electroweb takes him down to orange. One more Electroweb takes him down to the red, as I get taken out with 2 Hydro Pumps. Earthquake with Swampert is super effective, and I take out the Empoleon. Kingdra comes out, so I finally Mega Evolve and take it down with 2 Earthquakes. Gyarados is the last one out, and the Rock Slide is just enough to take it out in 2 hits, winning us the badge to qualify for the Elite Four. Up next is the Victory Road, so I continue on and start a fight with Wally, only to have my game glitch out again halfway through, making me realize, once again, forgot to save and get taken back all the way to Rayquaza. I speed through all that and get back to my fight with Wally, being sure to save beforehand. Wally isn't too hard, but one weird thing that I noticed is that most of his Pokemon were level 70, except for his Mega Gallade and Garchomp, which were both only level 45. I make it through Victory Road to the Pokemon League, deciding to do a bit of grinding in order to get more on par with the Elite Four, since the first Pokemon out is level 73, and I think Wallace has a level 81 Pokemon. I go to the president of the Stone Company to get the experience share, not realizing that I probably should have gotten it earlier, because it shares experience with the whole party and not just one Pokemon. But that's good info to know for the next challenge, where I think I'll just do Pokemon from Route 102, taking out my starter. We start with Sydney, the Dark-type Elite Four member. He starts with Weavile, and I go for Stoutland. I go for a workup and realize these Pokemon have competitive items. I get taken out in 3 Icicle Crashes and switch out to Swampert. I flinch on the first Icicle Crash, but 1 Earthquake takes him out. Scrafty is out next, and the Earthquake does about half. I almost get taken out in a single high jump kick, but another Earthquake takes it out. Staraptor takes out Bisharp in 1 close combat. Tyranitar comes out, so I take him out once again in 1 close combat. Greninja would have been taken out in 1 hit from close combat had it not been for its Focus Sash, but the Sandstream from Tyranitar takes it out. 1 more critical close combat is enough to take out the final Absol. Phoebe, the Ghost-type Elite Four member, is up next, so I start with Stoutland to take on Miss Magius. I go for Crunch, and it gets taken out in 1 hit. Gengar is next, and also gets taken out in 1 Crunch, but he also gets me down to half with a Sludge Bomb. Aegislash is out, and I go for another Crunch, but it only does half. Gyro Ball isn't enough to take me out, so I go for another Crunch, which takes it out with a critical hit. Chandelure is out next, and I stay in to try my luck with another Crunch, but it just barely does enough, and I go down to 1 Flamethrower. Swampert comes out, and he goes for a full restore, but 1 dive takes down Chandelure in 1 hit. Dusknoir is out next, and Earthquake takes it to half. He goes for his own Earthquake and takes me down to a quarter, but 1 more Earthquake takes him out. Last out is Sableye, so I go for a dive to get him to half. Because of his leftovers and ability to recover, he keeps healing and puts me into another stall to waste my power points on moves. After a few turns, I get taken out, and 1 final Bug Buzz from Butterfree takes him out and wins us the fight. Glacia, the Ice-type Elite Four member, is usually frustrating, but I think this run went pretty well. Aurorus comes out to Stoutland, who goes for a workup. He hits a critical Blizzard to take us out. Swampert comes out and takes it out in 1 Earthquake to bounce it out. Frostlass is out next and gets to the red in 1 Earthquake, but he ends up healing the next turn. 2 more Earthquakes take it out. Jinx is up next, so I go for a Rock Slide. She stays alive because of her Focus Sash, but 1 more Rock Slide takes her out. I send out Staraptor and take out Mamoswine and Walrein in 1 close combat each. Glalie stays alive due to a Focus Sash, and Staraptor gets taken out. He heals next turn, but 2 more Earthquakes take it down. Drake, the Dragon-type leader, is always a struggle, as I'm not really sure what to do against him. I start with the Staraptor to counter Hydreigon. 1 close combat takes him out. I stay out for Flygon and go for another close combat to take it down to orange. I go for a Steel Wing to almost finish it off. He goes for Roost to heal back to half, and another close combat still isn't enough to take it out. Luckily, he's only going for status moves, so I'm not taking any damage. Drake goes for a full restore, and Steel Wing does about a quarter. I land a critical Steel Wing to take it down to the red as he goes for Roost, bringing it back up. And another critical Steel Wing brings it back. 1 last Steel Wing finally takes it down. Haxorus comes out, and I go for Fly to take it to orange. He takes me out in 1 critical Poison Jab. I go out to Jump Bluff and take him down with 1 Fairy Wind. Kingdra is out next, and Fairy Wind doesn't do a lot, but he takes me out with an Ice Beam. I go out to Mega Swampert and go for an Earthquake that takes it out in 2 hits. Out next is Dragalge, who gets taken down in 1 Earthquake, leading me to the final Salamence. I go for a Rock Slide, which misses, and Dragonclaw takes me down to orange. Rock Slides keep taking it to orange, and he heals and finally takes me out with Dragonclaw. I go out to Stoutland, only to get crit by Dragonclaw and taken down. The same thing happens with Butterfree, so Delphox is my only hope. Luckily, he misses 2 Iron Tails and gets taken out in 1 Overheat. That was an annoying battle, since this was my 3rd attempt at the fight. I keep getting taken down by Wallace, since I'm 7 or 8 levels below him, so I grind up by going through the Elite Four a few times and end up getting a good run with the 4th time around. He's a Water-type user instead of a Mixed Trainer, so I go for Jumpluff to counter his Politoed. Giga Drain takes him down to half, but an Ice Beam takes us to orange. Another Giga Drain takes it out and heals us to about half. Out next is Ludicolo, so I stay in and take it out in 1 Acrobatics. Kingdra is out next and tanks a Fairy Wind, taking us out in 1 more Ice Beam. I send out Staraptor to get an Intimidate off and go for a Fly. Fly takes it down to a Sliver, and we just don't get knocked out by the Ice Beam. I go for another Fly, hoping for a crit, but only get it to orange before taking it out. I send out Swampert and Mega Evolve to get a boosted Sludge Wave off, taking it out. Milotic is up next and gets taken to red with an Earthquake, healing the next turn. Earthquake is a low roll this time, so he doesn't heal, and I take it out with another Earthquake. Gyarados gets taken down to red before healing from 1 Rock Slide, and we end up getting in a 2-turn move battle for Dive and Bounce. Eventually, he fully restores and I mess up, getting taken out in 1 bounce. Out next is Butterfree, who takes out the Gyarados in 1 Electroweb. Finally is the level 81 Mega Swampert, so I go for Psychic, barely making a dent. I get taken down in an Ice Punch. Out next is Stoutland, who goes for a Workup. Earthquake takes us down to half, but 2 Stab Strengths are all I need to take it out and win us the battle and the challenge without even getting to level 80. This was a fun challenge since I've never played this ROM hack before. It took a while because of the weird glitches that would happen, and I'd waste way more time redoing what I've already done before that. I think now that I'm more familiar with this game, I want to try to do it again with Pokemon from Route 102, since I didn't really use any super weak Pokemon from the first route. I think I can get it done faster, and hopefully I actually remember to record everything this time. I might also stick to the ROM hack type games on this channel for a bit, since they seem to be a bit more fun than the regular games. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.